Okay, take two. I just wanted to talk about how I organize folders and files on my phone. Most of the folders. So I tend to use a modified version that I came up a while back of the Noguchi system. I will write it down in the description. Please don't ask me what the Noguchi system is. But basically, what I do is I put the and this is something I've been working on for a while now, years. I put the year, then the month, and then the date. Okay, and then what I do is I just put like a letter. So um, after the date. So I'll put an A. Okay, and then like the topic if the topic or the priority changes, then I'll put a B and then I'll put it in that. Right, quite simple. Um, and then so it does complicate things. I'm not gonna make like it's all easier, but you often tend to find that it is a little easier to sometimes find stuff, and certainly to like instead of naming something, woodworking, for example. This relates to something I'm working on. Um, you could just make the date, like say if you're doing it temporarily, especially, but even if you're not, and then pop it in there, you know, and you'd be surprised how easy it is to remember, or at least for me, with the dates that correspond to the things. And actually, if you're moving the older stuff into like newer, more organized folders, then you just look in the newer stuff, you know. Uh, the biggest problem I found, and this is why I'm making this video because I'm gonna do a modification of this, is if you have something that's high priority, how do you make that file stick out from everything else? You know. So literally, there should be like one or two files stick out from everything else, and then the same system does not apply to all the files that aren't as high priority. You know, not as urgent, not as important. So let me get working onto that, and then I will let you know what I've done and if it's worked.